Would you look at this beautiful bike right here? And this is mine. This is all mine. Hail to the year. Yo, what's up everyone? And welcome back to the channel. So today is the second video in the series on how to ride a motorcycle. And the topic of today's video is gonna be the pre-ride checks. Very important. A lot of people neglect the pre-ride checks, but you really want to prevent yourself having an accident because, for example, your brakes don't work decently and you crash at the first intersection you come across because you don't have any stopping power, for example. So that's the topic of today's video. Let's check out what you should check every time you leave for a ride. So first thing we're gonna look at is my tires right here. So there's a couple of things you want to check. Firstly, of course, the tire pressure. If you ride every day, in my opinion, you don't have to whip out your tire pressure gauge every time. If you do, not bad, of course. I even encourage it, but it's not really that necessary. If you ride every day, just feel your tire, squeeze it, and if it's suddenly deflated more from one day to another, then something is wrong. If you're not sure, just measure it every time. But if you just ride every couple of weeks, then check it out every time, you know. Check out your tire pressure. By the way, it's not that expensive to get yourself a tire pressure gauge. I have just a cheap one like this. I've checked if this is accurate, and it is. So there you go. The cost is no excuse. So check it out. Check out the tire pressure every once in a while. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing, personally I have my bike up on paddock stands every time I don't ride, because it's really easy for me to then check whether something is lodged inside of the tires. I can just twist the wheels, turn the wheels rather, and see if there are any nails or screws or sharp stones in there or something. So check out if there is something inside the tire that shouldn't be in there, because that might fuck up your ride too. And for when that happens, you kind of want to have some things in your house, namely a electrical pump like this. This one has an SAE plug, and I have the other end permanently mounted on my bike, so I just have to plug that in so I can inflate the tire, and if there is something inside, I can plug it with this little kit right here. So that is really handy to have in your garage or in your house, whatever, because then you are self-reliant. In my opinion, it's really annoying to have to call people up to fix your tire, or maybe if it's just deflated, to go to a gas pump with an air pump there and inflate it there. Sometimes I do, but it's a hassle in my opinion. And if you have your necessary stuff right there, then it's just done like that. So maybe it's a good idea to purchase yourself some stuff that I showed you guys. So yeah, if you don't, it's all good, as long as if you have other ways to deal with those problems, you know. So that's the second thing. And the third thing for the tires is you should check your general wear and tear and the age of your tire, you know, every once in a while. On the tire on the side of the tire, there are 4 ciphers somewhere for numbers that indicate the weeks and the year of the production of those tires. If it's older than 5 years, then it might be a good idea to think about getting some new tires. And of course, your general wear and tear. If the treads are really undeep or not deep enough, if you're seeing metal, then it's then it's highly time to change your tires. So your wear and tear should be checked every once in a while. Are there cuts there or whatever? You know, Just check it out. If you don't look at it, then you don't know. So that's that. So that's the first topic of the 4 I want to discuss, the tires. The second one is are the brakes. So you have 2 brakes. You want to check both of them, of course. So the first thing you want to check is whether there is any resistance. If the usual resistance is there, then it's all good. And same goes for the brake pedal. But you also want to see if the rear brake light is working. So switch on your ignition and then pump the front brake, see if the light comes up. Yep. And the back one also. And if you really have to press hard for the light to go on, then your rear brake switch or front brake switch is not adjusted properly, and then you should just Google search how to adjust it. It's a little bit different on every bike, but for the rear one I've adjusted it on this bike, and on the previous one it's just twisting a little thing, and that makes it more or less sensitive. It's not that difficult to do yourself, so if that happens, you know what to do. So those are the brakes. Check it every time you go out and ride. You really want to prevent not having brakes in the first intersection you come across. So just see if there's any pressure before you leave. Then the third item I want to discuss are the lights. So the most important lights that should be working are the indicators. So check out if they are working. This is indicating that that one and that one is working, and this is indicating that that one and that one is working. If your indicator right here is flashing really fast, then that means that one of both indicators is not wired correctly, because more current is then going to one of the indicators. That means that it will flash faster. So if it flashes faster, look at which one doesn't work and then fix it. You have to fix your indicators, because I've been on rides where I didn't check my indicators, and then in the middle of the ride I noticed that they weren't working, and that's really dangerous, because if I want to switch lanes, or if I'm gonna slow down to take another route or whatever, then you always have to indicate, then brake, and then go. But if you don't indicate and then suddenly brake, the people behind you have to react faster than they should. So dangerous situations are prevented by just checking whether they work or not. So that's your indicators. Also check if the rear and front lights are working. So the rear is working, and the front on this MT07 doesn't work right now, because it only works when the bike is on. So if the bike is on, it's working. So it's all good. I'm gonna stop it again because I'm not gonna leave right away. So there you go. Those are the lights. Check out if they are working. Then the fourth item you should check is the chain. Is it lubricated decently? And secondly, is the chain tension as it should, you know? Every once in a while you should whip out your tape measure and see if it's within spec. If you just check it out like this, you don't really know how tight it is, but it gives a little indication on whether it's too loose or not. So at least do that, but every once in a while you should check your chain tension. So that's the fourth item on the list of the pre-ride checks. So we had tires, we had the brakes, we had the lights, and then the chain. Those are the four main parts you should check out before you leave on any rides. I hope I helped some of you guys out. If you did, leave a like, comment down below with your thoughts on this, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one, and ride safe.